Yeah, as you know, the internet's full of interesting people with their own ways of doing things.
It's still to be my friend. I'm gonna tell you, it's still my friend. You come and say hey to me over here, you want to, but you still can you still can message me if you have it. You know what I'm saying? You still can message me. I ain't delete the message. I mean, still can message me, but I'm not adding you. That's done deal. And you keep disabling you out of trouble. Well, what's the point of doing that? And then we're trying to add you, but then you want to disable. Stop that then.
I don't know, I suppose.
Wrong.
The only thing that I know is that you've got a tough split. That's the only thing that I know.
I
And I
don't know if
know,
you ever have a split that.
get it. Okay, you got one. You got one.
But yeah, so I'm just done with that.
I
I'm
understand.
done.
I understand. Mr.
Just make sense. Look at it yesterday. Dang.
Mr. Precious,
It's never this thing again. I'm just done with it. Done.
yesterday I spent like 3 hours at the felt like I'm not exactly sure the time, helping Reverend Andrew with his background, and he's all happy. He's showing everybody in the nursing home or wherever he lives, wherever he's showing everybody, look at my
I was
background.
trying to find a way to do that. I was looking like, what is he in a hotel?
I think he lives in some kind of facility, like for,
Okay.
for
Yeah, that ain't my business. You got
no. I don't think he has anything wrong with him. I just think he he's the first one to tell you that his business went down during the pandemic, and so that's just like a place they let him live. But the people there are really nice. I was talking to some of them yesterday. They're really, really nice, and they provide meals and stuff. And I told him, like he's always wanting to come in here and like talk and teach classes and stuff. And it's like, that's fine, do what you want to do, but why don't you make a podcast or just put that on YouTube so that other people can see it if it's so important to you?
right.
So I'm trying to talk to him about that. I mean, he does what he does. It's not my business if he wants to do it or not. But I told him I'd help him with it. He was all excited about that background because he's like, I don't want people. If I'm doing this, I don't want them to think that like I'm in a hospital or something. And so,
What background? Background with
so that he has a virtual background in the background, so that you can't see what's going on in the background because a lot of times it's like a hospital,
oh,
and he wanted it to look like Jerusalem. And so I made it look like Jerusalem. You win, I win, you win. I defeated in bowling, I defeated in friendship.
good friendship. Good job, brother.
Good job to you as well, I suppose. All right.
So are you gonna stream or something?
Well, he did. He already has. We got him set up. He's got a YouTube. He's got a Rumble. He's got a Facebook. He's got a lot of friends on Facebook. A lot, like
Right.
thousands. So it's like he's already got people who watch his stuff, and then he's got a Twitch. So we got him set up with all that, and he did a little streaming yesterday. But you know how it is when you're doing that kind of stuff. There's a difference between just streaming and it being recorded, and people can critique you. And I get that. Like he's more comfortable just being on Discord, where he's not being recorded or whatever, as opposed to like when you're recorded, your stuff's on the internet forever if you don't do anything about it. And
Right.
I don't know if he's all that comfortable with that, but I told him to help me either way. So that's good. But
Yeah, it seems like it's nice. What you met him? Is he new?
uh,
Has he been in here before?
yeah, he's been in here. I met him maybe a few months ago. He would always come in really late at night, and he'd keep me up really late. And he always wants to talk about religion, and that's okay. I talk about religion with him, so we'll talk religion. And he then wanted to, start maybe doing a podcast and all that kind of stuff. So I helped him with that. And he'd come in every week or so, and then he came in um, more recently during the week, during the day, and I started helping him. But you know how it is with these people; they'll they'll come in for a few days. I mean, there's no one like you and no one like Brandon who are as consistent as you are. Of people who just, all right, I'll see you tomorrow, and I know I'm going to see you tomorrow, God willing, as opposed to, all right, well, I'll be back tomorrow, and you don't see him for 6 months or whatever.
Right.
But
Now,
that,
you know you're going to see us.
I depend on it, absolutely. And
We're going to be worried.
yeah, and so, and we tell each other like when you went on vacation to Florida, I was like, don't come in here. Don't want you to worry about it, you know. And I'll be like, hey, they're working on the internet, you know, or whatever. Because like when Brandon didn't do it, we were so worried, really, really worried. I mean, just because we care about each other. But if you're not part of if you're not part of our really close circle, then I understand. So you just be kind of just somebody comes in and does their thing, and that's cool too.
Yeah, it seemed like it was cool.
Yeah.
Who was the part that was his son or something?
No, that was another person in the facility. I like people there. He was saying that guy had a stroke. You know, people with medical issues, people who have, you know, like it's like a nursing home, but you can leave, so he can like go out and go to the bank and stuff like that if he needs to. It seems kind of.
We have some cool people. How's Tony?
Tony's rocking. Well, and then there's Riser Suit, and then Tony. So Tony's been rocking. He's been doing more and more podcasts with some bigger people. He had somebody from ESPN this week, which is big, and then he had the chief of police from his town, which is big, and then I've been putting out all these requests to be on people's podcasts, and occasionally I'll get people who are like, hey, I don't have a podcast, but I want to be on a podcast, and so I'll hook them up with him and just be like, hey, this person's pretty big, they want to be on a podcast, and then he'll have them on their podcast. So I've been helping him with that kind of stuff. And
is he still working?
He's been doing like a temp job kind of a deal. Yeah. And
I thought so. And it was funny. I was looking, and I think I was this morning. I'm getting up and I see him. And he said, "You sleep?" Because I'm reading from me. He said, "You sleep?" And you got up. And I guess we had to think of me here. It was funny. And then he said, "You sleep?" And you was up. And the next thing I know, you went and laid back down.
Yeah. Okay, that was this morning. Yeah. Yeah, it's too. Sometimes I'll forget to turn off the sound, and people come in and play chainsaws and be really loud and stuff. So I have to keep that sound down. But
yeah, so that came in here and have some music to see in the room. So I was gonna say what, but then when he said you started, he said you sleep and you lay right back down.
Yeah, that's one thing I love to do. He came in. I talked to him later on. He was up at like 3 o'clock in the morning at his time, and I was like, "What are you doing up?" And he's like, "I don't know. I woke and I can't get back to bed or whatever." So we talked for a little bit, and then some other people came in, and I think it was Reverend Andrew came in, and I was like, "Okay." And then he went and did his own thing. Riser, I'm really happy for him. I think I told you he did a mural, and he finished the mural, and it's really good. And now he is, for the next month, I don't think we're going to see him too much, maybe, but maybe not, because he is going to, he's going to go visit his family, so. But he finished his mural. It looks good. Miss Aquarius, I don't know if this is going to make sense, but I've got this really long list of contact pages for people's websites, and
Oh no.
and I was going through it, and I'm like, man, I'm not seeing many podcasts on here in this list that was made. I mean, I saw some, but not that many. And I didn't realize that I was only in like the very beginning of it. And I had 30,000 more to go that are all podcasts. And I'm like, oh, wow. Can't believe I made such a mistake. So I'm pretty happy about it because that means I got a lot of work to put in and I'm excited about it. So I think that's cool. Yeah, it's great. Do you listen to podcasts?
She was telling me about some stuff, and I was looking at some stuff like books and stuff like that, but I stopped doing it because I want to pay for some of that stuff. I'm not paying.
I know, but you could do free ones. They're all most of them are free.
Yeah, I do something like that. Yeah.
But like, what's a TV show you like?
I know. Office, remember? I like Office.
Oh wow. Okay, so like one of the best podcasts ever is known as Office Ladies with Jetta Fisher and Angela Kinsey, who play Pam and Angela on the show, and they go really deep into every episode. It's one of my favorite podcasts ever, and it's free. So if you ever have the chance, look up Office Ladies. It's amazing.
Where is it on?
It's on Apple. It's free. It's on. You have it right now. Go to the search in your phone if you can. Yeah. So, yes, you do. It's the, search off. It's Office Ladies. OFFICE space LADIES.
Yep, I found it. Yeah, okay, okay. I'm gonna have to add that. Okay, so I can listen to it. Okay. And it's free, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
I love that podcast because it's like if you like the show, which I know we both do, they go into all the really the stuff that you just don't normally get, like how much.
Do you watch them or you can just hear them? Are they on YouTube too?
No, that you just hear them.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I think you just hear them. Though I have seen they do some like how do I want to say it, like maybe like clips of them when they want, or if they have a guest on. So sometimes they'll have a guest on, like Steve Carell or one of those actors who was on the show. And if they have on one of their actors friends, sometimes they'll have that on video. But they just go into like way more specifics about each show. Like, they'll be like, people will call or people will write to them and be like, I really loved your hair in this episode. Like, how did you get your hair that way? And they'll be like, actually, we don't do our hair. We have people who do their hair for us. But I remember that day, it was really humid out and it was all frizzy and it just made my hair much more frizzly. Like, really, really specific stuff. Or they'll be like, the food that you eat, like on the show. They'll be like, you're doing like 30 takes sometimes and you can't eat that much food. So there's a spit bucket like right by your feet. So then you'll take a bite and then they'll be like cut and you spit into this bucket and you keep doing it. And it's really, really disgusting, but that's what you do when you're doing a show. Or they'll be like, like people really want like Jim and Pam to fall in love in real life, and they'll be like, you know, as much as people wanted us to fall in love in real life, we're actors, and I have my husband, and the Krasinski guy, he's got Emily Blunt, and he's in love with her, and we found our soulmates, but just with different people. But you know, everybody wants it to all to be real. I was just gonna say all the people who you like, all the people.
But I look at Joe Osteen. I be listening to him sometimes.
All the people you like Love and Hip Hop. You like that show, right?
Yeah.
There are like 50 Love and Hip Hop podcasts.
Really?
Oh, just type in Love and Hip Hop into the podcast
I
app.
didn't know that.
And they're all free.
But you know what? These people are doing it because they ain't got nothing else to do now. I guess the stuff is going down.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right, Mr. Clare. But you just type in, they're all free too. So, you know, I know your friend was like, hey, you had to pay for something. That's usually an audiobook, which is different. Podcasts,
Right.
yeah, but the podcasts are free.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, I don't do some free, but I didn't mind when she was good. I was into doing audiobook, but the some that I did, because I don't do scary stuff and all that romance too much. But I went to look at good ones and listen to good ones with someone who's starting to do with the paper, and I was like, no, I'm good. Yeah. But yeah, I see it. Stuff like that.
And then the people who, of which, like, you're a number one fan of, what's that artist? You went to her concert like last month.
Erica Dawson?
Yeah, I bet she's been on some podcasts if you wanted to hear her interviews.
She been on the radio station before.
Exactly, so I'm sure she's done some podcasts.
She's just a local artist and she does like with her band and stuff, but she's not like a celebrity yet.
Mr. Claire, she's gonna be huge.
Yeah. Yeah, and she out the other day probably at that Facebook went to a couple of weeks ago, but man, they want you to pretend. That's why I didn't post it because I know whatever. This is what's going on now. So the incentive fee was $5, not $10. They usually put the entertainment fee on the receipt. They don't do that no more. Now they want you to pay up when you get to the door. So you get to the door, you gotta pay $10. Then when you sit down, you still gotta pay for your food. I'm like, why you have to put it back in on the receipt? So yeah. But people don't run around with cash like that now.
Right.
So I don't go over there like that. I ain't go there today. So what else? I should do it again. I go. I don't go today.
Mr. Aquarius, I don't want to pressure you, but one of these days you gotta watch Michael. If you want a link, I can give you a link so you can watch.
Yeah, I will one day after I get through everything going on here.
Right, you gotta watch that.
Yeah.
Will they let you at work listen to podcasts or no?
No, not really. I ain't doing that. I get in trouble.
No, I'm not saying you would, but some people.
Yeah, well, I don't get things like that, but I do, but I still don't want to, you know what I'm saying? The headphones in and all that and be in trouble. I don't have time.
Yeah.
How to focus. Yeah, I probably listen like maybe on my lunch break or something.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. What a lot of people do, and we used when I would be a supervisor of people, I'd let them have one. I'd let them have one earbud in, so they could listen to it. Yeah, exactly.
I got dog coach. I ain't got time. They be sitting up here and I want to tell. I ain't got time for to tell. But I'm to the work. I'm not here to. You know what I'm saying? Time for this kindergarten mess. So yeah, some of them do it though. They do. They did their just and they be listening or whatever they doing. Hey, and she already told them not to do it, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not gonna be copying people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do my job. I love my job. Been there 4 years. It'll be 5 years in January. I love my job. Hey, yeah, I have sometimes I have my earbuds in one time, but I just don't. You know, my job had folks come in. I don't know how to catch me doing that. I ain't got time. You know,
I
it
absolutely,
doesn't work.
I absolutely
Yeah.
understand. But when you're in your Uber,
You never remember bright eye. Look at it, right?
well, yeah, if you want. Or when you're in the Uber, you got 25 minutes there and 25 minutes back.
Yeah, yeah. When I be with my hands on, she want to talk, so I try not to do that while I'm her, because I be trying, you know, she don't have no music on that she want to talk, so I just talk to her because I ain't got time for her falling asleep. Then she got to start hopefully. She ain't tell me nothing yet. She didn't text me, so hopefully they will say she'll say something. Hopefully they'll say something. But she just got an interview, not Stacey. That's right. She just did an interview diary. Yeah, for Amazon delivery and stuff. So hopefully she's gonna get, said 24 hours. So she ain't in with today. So it was just still ain't said nothing to her yet. But so it be with Stacy, we gotta put some prayers out to Stacy.
Okay, may I ask a question? I'm just confused. I just want some clarification. You were doing Uber, but now you've got somebody who you pay to pick you
I
up.
have a cash line now. Yeah, cash line is somebody that you get the money for is cheaper. You can get them whatever, however you want to get them. But it's cheaper than what you're paying. Like I be paying $30 some. I give her 20 because it's only 30, what is it? 20, 25, 30 minutes to go to my job from home to job and job to home.
That's
But I be paying $25, $30 a hour. So
that's
I
great.
give her 20.
That's great because it was getting really expensive. Even I was concerned. So that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. So if I don't get it, then I do go Uber for whatnot. But if I don't, if I have it, then yeah.
That's cool, and she's a nice person.
Yeah, yeah, she's nice. Yeah. Have a little doggy named Mister. He's just chill. He just looks like he an old man, like he don't work all day.
What kind of dog?
I don't know what kind of dog that is. We don't know. I don't know.
Is he?
Yeah, she told me right. I can't think of, but he's cute.
He's small.
Mhm.
And does he sit in the front or the back, or where does he go?
Yeah, he sits in the front with her. Sometimes he just sat in the back with me a couple of times when she would take me, bring me home or whatever, because I don't want to smell like the dog when I'm going to work. But he'll sit with me in the back for coming home or whatnot. But now lately, he's been just chilling. He'll get on the chair in the seat, and sometimes when he's hot, he'll get back on the floor. And I'm like,
Yeah,
hey, mister. Like, he just be laying there. I'm like, really? What you been doing all day?
that's a cute name, Mister. Like an old man who's from work. That's funny.
Yeah, I said, what name is name? She said, as far as I know him, his name's been Mr. I said, okay. I said, you didn't name him. She said, no. Mm-mm.
What
His
color?
name was Mr. Not when she met him.
What color is he?
He's white.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
Does he bark or anything?
I don't know.
Does he bark or anything, or is he quiet?
Not really. She said he barks sometimes. She said he'll bark if she leaves him or whatever. She leave him, but she said sometimes, like he knows. Sometimes he's smart. She said he knows. She said he knows when she leaves, but when he leaves, she sometimes he'll feel him. I said no. She said yeah. I said wow. But he barks sometimes. But she believes his hearing is going out, but she says his black is getting better because we get him some drops or something for his ears, and like he's listening a little bit very well again. So yeah.
All right. Do you like dogs?
I don't like the small ones. I don't like pit bulls and I don't like rockers. But I do like the little snails. But the only thing I don't know without that jump, Stacy got a dog. They got a dog. Her husband got a dog.
Is
His
it
name is Murphy.
is
I
Mer?
got a picture of him. Yeah, he's cute. He be so hyper. Oh God. That's the only thing I don't like about it, jumping. But I'll play with you all day. Without that jumping, oh God. Yeah. Do you like dogs? Okay.
I like dogs. One of my roommates has a dog, and I I sometimes just say hi to the dog. Sometimes I let me watch the dog. I have in the past, not often. And I I very much like dogs. I'm kind of like you, nothing too big, but um,
Right.
just cute dogs are really nice.
So you got a small dog? Your roommate got a small dog?
Yeah, and there have been other people who've had dogs, though they haven't lived here that long, so yeah, I don't. They haven't been like I haven't ever gotten to know their dog. Um, but yeah, the person who manages the house used to own a pet shop, and so he really likes dogs, and so he has sometimes he's got a girlfriend. Like he's from Iran. I think he's got a Filipino girlfriend or something, and they have. I think she might bring her dog or something, and something like that. So there are sometimes dogs around, but if anything, because we have a lot of people, just to keep it quiet. That's all we care about. And if they're quiet, we don't. That's not an issue to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm one of the people. I ain't got no car. And I got a little like that to do. I'm sick of it sleep to the bed. So last time I did that, I get right now. I'm like, I don't want no cat today. I said, man, I already got stray cats behind him. And I don't want to get myself in a fit because they all on the furniture and shit. We got mad. So I read, I think it was a stray cat of it yesterday. Or it was the other day. The cat got up on that furniture in the outside in the back and peed on the, but it didn't pee on the furniture because she covers the stuff because she knows. So it got on the cover, on top of the chair, and the chair cover, and peed on it. So she had to wash it.
That's
I said,
unfortunate.
well, as long as they didn't get in the front, as long as they didn't get on the furniture. I said, no, I got that covered.
I never had a cat, but I had a roommate one time who had one, and this cat ended up loving me to the point where the cat wanted to sleep in my room, and the roommate was like, "Hey, it's my cat." I was fine. I was just quiet, but the cat just really liked me, and and the cat was always trying to come into my room for whatever reason. I don't know if it was warm or what, but they they really liked it. And so while I didn't have a cat that was mine, I did have a cat that would kind of come in my room, and I made like a little bed for it, and I think it really liked that, and just it was very cozy, and um, I that's the closest I've ever had to a cat. But I'm not against them. Um, I find that it's one of those things that if animals are part of our lives, and so there are people who get really close with them. But I'm kind of like you. Animals can just when you're an animal owner, you are not just living for yourself. You're living for other people too. And then you've got veterinarian appointments, and you've got you always have to make sure that you're taking the animal out. You can't neglect it. You've got if you go line dancing on Thursdays. But like if you've got an animal and your aunt can't take it out, well then you're like, hey, I gotta run home and do this, and it just
Right.
it's not a child.
Yep.
I'm not.
Responsibility.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's a child, but it is a responsibility that is just. It can take a lot. But if I were, I think maybe. I mean, frankly, Mr. Torres, if I went the stream of my life, I would have a normal job like I have, and I would probably be finding a wife, taking children, and if they wanted a dog, then maybe. But like, I'm busy with my own life. I'm busy with my own stuff. I
Right.
gotta look out for myself.
That's absolutely right.
But I like dogs, and so yeah, our neighbors have a dog, and I'll say hi to that dog, and sometimes I'll go for a walk, and they'll be on a walk, and I'll just pet it or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I'll see my roommate's dog. And a couple of times I've watched it um, while they had to go do something. They had some normally my other roommate watches it, but like if they get into a pinch where the other roommate is uh, working or something, though, I've watched it. I don't know. In the last 5 years, they maybe 5 times, like not a lot, but occasionally. So um, if you ever see an animal, it's probably my roommates, but it doesn't happen very often. But I love I love cuddling with animals. I think that's fun. I'm a big cuddler,
Yeah.
and so I like that.
I got my stuff out.
Yeah, what
I
kind?
got my stuff out. I got my unicorn that it's like a massage thing. And my coworker gave us that for when I first started working there. She gave us that for Christmas. And I got my I kind of like my sister when I was on Meet Me. And swear she got me a purple. The name is Purplicious. She got me a purple, big purple unicorn. So she's sweet, sweet me.
That's good. I don't have any stuffed animals now. But when I was a little kid, I loved stuffed animals. I would collect stuffed animals. They were my friends. I'd play games with them. I would organize. We'd have sleepovers every night. I do have. Some people may say I have stuffed animals. I have these pillows that have faces on them, but I don't really think of them as stuffed animals. A stuffed animal to me is not a pillow. It's
I guess the,
there you go.
there you go. This is Purplicious.
Well, hello, Purple. Oh, Purplicious is big.
Yes, she is. Bigger than me.
All right. She looks adorable.
That's Purplicious, and I don't know what to call this.
You're okay.
I'm talking to Purplicious. I didn't even put it like that.
Oh.
Okay. And then I got this. It's like a massager or whatever, but I put batteries up. I gotta go see. And the foot, I can press this button and it starts massaging. Like massaging. But she's cute.
Definitely. You have two unicorns? Oh, wow.
I love unicorns.
Excellent. I like unicorns as well.
I just don't know what the name is.
Not everything necessarily needs a name.
I know. I just don't like to say unicorn.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. And this is me. Sorry, but I just got stuff on this.
You're good.
This just keeps me happening when I think about Papa.
Yes, ma'am.
Think about her or think about Papa. That's me. So yeah. And she got me something else that I got to put up after I get my stuff. Yeah. So nothing wrong with having stuff on.
Well, ma'am.
Especially if it's colorway or something. I don't have no dog, so. And I don't have my Papa with me no more. So Unless she has to play with me sometimes. She can tell I get on her nerves.
I'm sure she tolerates you just fine.
Ain't that the way we have stuffed animals, is it? Is it bad?
No, not at all.
Okay, so I'm here. If you need me anything, I'm going back on Jason, look at YouTube. That's where they seal it, and I'll start it the podcast, okay?
Yes, ma'am. God willing.
Well, good. I'll be looking and listening to yours too sometime, Rabbi.
Okie dokie.
Do you have that on YouTube? Or no?
What I'm listening to, or what I'm,
Yeah.
or when I'm on podcasts.
Yeah, but you can listen to those podcasts.
Yeah, they're dirty, but they're stand-up comedians.
Oh, no.
They're stand-up comedian. Well, you know stand-up comedy. Some of it's clean, but some of it's dirty. It's whatever makes people laugh.
Yeah, I just listen to them sometimes. Mm-hmm. They're funny. I just resist them. Okay, well, I will talk to you later. I'll be here, okay?
Yes, ma'am. God willing.
And sweet dreams.
To you as well.
adventurous sex that you're having. Yeah.
Some people out there getting worked up. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. Oh my god. You're so fucked there. If I was a girlfriend and my boyfriend is on the biggest podcast in the world, I'm not adventurous.
It's perfect. So let's talk more about it. You guys have the same type of sex regularly, or is sex regular?
Yes, I swear.
But it's also it seems very plain. You missionary position.
Yeah, missionary doggy, that's pretty much like
Missionary doggy, that's it. Nothing else. Does she ever get on top?
yeah, she gets on top.
She gets on top sometimes.
She's so tired from work though.
From fighting. Carrying the relationship's finances on her back.
My boyfriend's an old one. I'm doing 16-hour shifts. My girlfriend's not adventurous enough. I'm tired, you asshole.
Alright, Maddie, opening up the playbook here in the late innings. I love it.
Getting involved in the fourth quarter.
I love it. I fucking love it. Ari Maddie, one of the most fun people to drink with and hang out with at this club. I'm very excited about this first panel appearance for you, Ari. Welcome back to Tom Feedback. That's your real name, Feedback. Feedback.
Why would you choose that as a station?
That's very bizarre. Okay, and you've been with the same girl since high school. How old are you now? 26 years old. So is that the only girl you've ever had sex with?
You've never been alone? I've been alone.
Alone? You say alone?
Like long John.
Right. Never heard it yet. I just never heard that anybody could say it like that. I've been alone. That Estonian accent's a little tricky. When you're facing that way, I can't read your lips.
I think I need a bonus.
So it's the only girl you've ever been with sexually?
I've been with a couple girls.
Well, then.
Oh, you cheated too, dude, didn't you? Not cheating.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if we did that on the show. I've been with a couple of other girls this week.
I want an adventure.
Love it. Okay, Tom, anything else crazy we should know about you before letting you go?
Except the boring got sex. I don't know, I think the boring sex is, everyone wants to play choke and slap each other. It just feels weird.
Okay, well, you know what?
You should go to Estonia, bro. Dude, well, let's show you. We'll fuck you and suck you. There's a camp on the flat. You know where Estonia is?
Nice. Nice.
And the flag,
You know where Estonia is.
blue, and then white, and then black. Blue, black, and white. I have to think about that. It looks like the black.
Sounds like my band. Alright.
Same colors as the Blue Lives Matter hat. It is. It's which may I recommend it first. Because you guys don't have black people. Oh, yeah.
Tom, feedback. Congratulations. You pulled out of the bucket. A very, very, very good set. Leave it with a big handmade leather jump book. Tom, feedback, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry about your girlfriend.
The Phoenix. Words of the great Montel Jordan. That is how we do it. And there's only one way to end an episode like this, ladies and gentlemen. It is with the Hall of Famer, the record holder for all-time appearances, all-time interviews, all-time everything. He is the great Red Goat, the Memphis Strangler, the Tijuana Tarantula, the St. Louis Laredo Lazy Boy, the Vanilla Gorilla, what's the main one? Oh yeah, the Big Red Machine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is indeed William Montgomery. watching the first presidential debate, I just want to say, don't blame me. I voted for Morgan and Morgan. The debate was so crazy that at one point they argued about golf, which is kind of insane because one of the only times Biden told the truth was when he said he was a 6 handicap and he is stage 6 dementia. In a poll taken after the debate, 72% said Biden is suffering from some sort of cognitive impairment, and the other 28% said, man, I thought that old ass man was dead. A man recently threw a big gulp on Chicago's district attorney Kim Fox. Wait, right, man, isn't that your mom's porn name? Fucking slut. Honked to more like cardinal shit. Okay, that's right. 59 seconds on the dot. Real golden news. Had it to me. I almost had it. My goal was 60 tonight. You did 59 seconds. You were 1 second away. The big red Ryan himself. A beautiful, beautiful man. Look at him always and clean every day. Well, it could be Tony. The air conditioner went out at the apartment this morning, so it's going 85 in the apartment. So I had been laying around the apartment all day. I got Dairy Queen twice on Uber Eats. I ate 2 different blizzards today. It was really great. One had a bunch of toffee in it, and the other one was animal cookies. It was an animal cookie one. Oh, that sounds fucking amazing. It was really good. It was pink. It was really good. But that was helping keep the temperature down. Wow. Red Man's AC is working fine, and he also had 2 blizzards. It's so sensitive when Williams on stage. You're so sick of it. You're so sick of your mom getting called a slut every week. Well, because she's legitimately sick right now. That's why he's. Oh, how do you know that? We talk. I mean, that's not a joke. I mean, we talk. Yeah, she's not doing good right now.
Do you want to plug your mom's Instagram?
Wait, I was never going to say this, but there was one time we were at Mitzi's after this, and we all are looking at our Instagrams saying, oh, what pops up when you put on your homepage? And literally Redman gets his phone out, and it's a bunch of women breastfeeding. Oh my gosh, it was the funniest thing. It was babies getting breastfed.
Actually, only one is true. You actually are. And what's funny is that you think other people get recommended this a lot, but you don't know that Instagram's algorithm directly shows you things that you watch all the time. Yes, I mean, it is incredible. Half of the things, there's also George Floyd. What's the George Floyd one? How does he even know the breastfeeding video?
Is it George Floyd breastfeeding? I know in Estonia that breast milk is powdered.
I mean, you're...
So, Anthony, you had a son. You've had fun.
We're doing good, Sam. Looks like you're losing a little bit of weight. He loses some weight. Yeah, down 45 pounds. Congratulations. Wow.
I'm sober like you, bro. Like my booze.
Also, Ozempic. Didn't get on Ozempic? No, it's
No.
How have you been doing it? How have you been losing the weight?
I just quit drinking 12 Miller Lights a night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have been non-alcoholic tonight, and you are normally a heavy drinker.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
So what made you quit drinking?
Turns out I'm morbidly obese.
morbidly obese. That's one of the worst adjectives. You're working on it.
I am.
It is.
Historically?
Yeah. And do you still drink? Have you switched to hard liquor or anything? Or are you just sober now?
I ate some natural wine on my birthday. And also, Tim Dillon made me drink in Copenhagen.
Oh, nice.
We went to a very fancy restaurant. They had a wine pair. And he went, "They'll have that. Why wouldn't they have it? It's good."
Okay, that's a good Tim Dillon, you know.
It's kind of well to be good.
I like that. And you two used to work together in Denver, Colorado. William lived there for a while. You were one of the kings of the Denver comedy scene, same talent.
We had a great time. We saw the best of time. Can I ask you something? Yeah. Did you read the new Cormac McCarthy book?
the second one, we sucked. Yeah, I was gonna say Adams' his last book. It wasn't great.
This is the time for a literary conversation. I'm sorry. Yeah, we had a lot of great times together. We were still boozing relentlessly.
Yeah, I remember being in your house. You lived in the house in that compound.
Just Waco.
Out drunk, yeah, down in Waco, Texas. Yeah, so you lived in Texas for a little bit in 2016. And it got really weird. You literally had these people who were following you. At that point in time, I was just saving up with your buddies, and he invited me there. And it was so weird watching Sam sharpen his knives. And it was so weird watching him storm in his bedroom one night, just filleting this guy's face while he's still alive.
Look, he didn't want to admit that I was the one true.
I know. Well, you joked a lot about the debate. Did you watch it? I did watch it, and Tony, I think it is scary for all of us. I try not to ever really get political on this show, but I swear to God, the real losers on all of this are the American people. How do we have two fucking old men up there? What is going on? I'm gonna run for president in 4 years. After watching the debate, Tony, I'm gonna run. Wow. What are some of your platforms? Tell us what some of the things that you're going to do to change your fucking Hispanic people out of Applebee's. Wow. The Hispanic people there don't look excited about this at all. Well, they'll learn to laugh at it. You're just going to kick them out of Applebee's, specifically only Applebee's? What that dude? Huh?
Who's going to cook the food?
What else? Tell us more about your platform, William. I know that you're improvising all of this in the moment, but I'm interested to find out what else you would do as president. Because I'm telling you, William, you have a real chance of winning this thing. Oh, I think so too. I mean, we have to, I think, maybe open up the borders a little more, because I swear, when I see these Hispanic people getting kicked out of Applebee's, we need to keep the train going, because Tony, the Hispanic people will stop going to Applebee's once they find out they're going to get kicked out. But if we open up the border, we're going to have a never-ending supply of fucking Hispanic people to kick out of the Applebee's. And Tony, that's not all. That's not all, Tony. We need a Dairy Queen on every corner, Tony. Absolutely incredible. And how are we going to pay for these Dairy Queens, William? God, from the... There's a trade deficit going on, Tony. We have to deal with the trade deficit first. And how would you deal with in the right direction? I mean, we got to get really strict with countries like China. I mean, we got to tell them we're not going to buy their chips anymore. We're not going to buy their plastic things. We're going to set up an embargo on China. So we say, buy the Chinese chips. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. But yeah, all kinds of stuff. But I'm just really excited about the opportunity we see in China. Yeah. Tell us more about that. You go ahead. I can't say it anymore. You say it.
I read some blogs. It is a huge problem. And the fact that your presidential candidates are too old men with the alternate sounding like Martin Phillips, something for love.
It's a giant problem. Socioeconomics. Tony, how are we going to get there? It's not going to be with two fucking old guys working for president. It's going to be over the back of maybe some bald redheaded person that is going to go after. I'm gonna fucking go after. I absolutely agree. I truly think the best man's job is a bald redheaded person. Just so hot. It's so hot at the apartment. I'm just dreading. I'm not even kidding. I'm dreading going back to the apartment. Right, man, can I say your place? Please. You have two places. You have two places. Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. Look at that. Thanks so much.
100 days or maybe older since the last time that I saw your pretty face.
colored ice cream. That's literally all it is.
Eating ice cream.
Thousand years of waiting for you, and I don't think I should look that big today. Without you, baby, you tell me I'm thinking about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. Here without you, baby, so with me in my dreams. Tonight, it's only you and me.
Wait till you see what he does all by himself with a microphone as a stand-up, a true monster out there. SamTalent.com. Anything else, Sam?
Pittsburgh and Detroit this month. Subscribe to my YouTube at Cold Track Show.
YouTube as well. So it's Lee of the Jigga Guy. My producer, he always yells at me for not saying subscribe to the show. There you go, sure. All right, man, look something. R-E-M-A-T-T-I comedy on Instagram. Things there. He needs the followers. We need to get it. How many of you want to see our Jolly Variety has a big of a chicken. Sam Talent, absolutely incredible. Shout outs to the horn players and me Madness who couldn't be with us.
Open your eyes and see
fun
me
stuff coming up on the show. Incredible stuff. Thanks to all of our regulars, the golden ticket winners, and bucket
Hell to no. I'm sorry.
to you guys, the live audience.
Where is the pool table? The pool table is right there. This is just a topper. It comes right off.
Anything else?
Check out the Sunset Strip Comedy Club, sunsetstripdjs.com. Love you
A
guys.
lot of fun announcements coming around the corner from me. I'm going to finish my touring schedule strong, so that's going to be announced very, very soon here. It's going to be an easy rest of the year, Madison Square Garden, and a very couple other special things coming around the corner. Thank you to our live audience. Go up, Austin, Texas. We love you. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Damn, bitch. You made one of us to get it. No doubt. Is she a comedian? Fuck. Really? Fuck.
Sunset Strip ETX.com for tickets.
Sundership Fellowship. Right on Kulat. Kulat. That's a thing. What is it?
Hey y'all, it is going down August 9th and 10th. Our biggest shows ever
What is
will
this?
be live from Madison Square Garden in New York City. There are still very few tickets available for the live shows in New York. And if you can't make it to New York City, you can watch the live stream. All of your favorite cast and characters of the show. It is going to be absolutely historical. We are holding absolutely nothing back. We are so pumped about this event and everything we've ever done up to this point. Feels like practice. All the other arenas, all the big shows, the development of all the characters, the growth of all the comedians. August 9th and 10th, it all comes to a head. KillTonyLive.com for the live stream and tickets at Ticketmaster.com for the live shows. Motherfuckers made it. You're the number one live podcast in the world. Brought to you by DraftKings, Game Time, and Talkspace. This is Kill Tony. How about a hand for Randy, ladies and gentlemen? And how about a hand for the best Sammy in the land, huh? We got the full squad here tonight. Flying horns, makes noise for Carlos Sosa, Fernando Castillo, and Raul Parejo. Michael Gonzalez. Nachos Belgrande. You're joined by the amazingly talented freak of nature, Marcus King, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, who just brought shock and awe to the room. His new album, Mood Swings, the hit single Delilah, out now. Go listen to it. He's a fucking freak of nature. We also have the great, of course, John D's watching over us. And we have the great powerful D-Magnus listening over us. Hell of a goddamn show, as always, in store. Before we get started, here's a little bit of the amazing sponsors that made it all possible. Sunset Strip Comedy Club in Austin, Texas is now open. Check out Red Man's secret show every Thursday. Go to SunsetStripETX.com for tickets. Are you guys ready to start tonight's show? You know, every single week when I book this thing, I always try to make sure that I'm dialed in with what's happening in the world. And sometimes we bring people in from within our own family to be featured on this for the full show.
again in his life. So, just one guest tonight that you know him. You know him well. Hall of Fame member. The man who has the record for all-time appearances on the show. The most interviews on the show. Some people call him the Virgin from Vermont. The Tijuana Tarantula. The Memphis Strangler. The Baltimore Bobby Bonilla. The Manila Gorilla. This is indeed the Big Red Machine. Make some noise.
Tony, I am so happy to be here. No, Tony, it's so nice to be here. I'm so excited. I made it. I just got back from Paris, France about an hour ago. It was a real big opportunity for me. They were telling me I finally was going to be able to headline the fucking opening ceremony of the Olympics. Obviously, Tony, I was so excited, and then I fucking pretty much bombed. I don't know what fucking happened. Everybody's saying I'm making fun of Christian people, and that's not the case. I was just having fun. So it's so nice to be here. I'm glad I was able to make it here tonight.
It was amazing. We all saw you. You didn't tell anybody that you were going to do that. And you kept it a secret from all of us. You wanted to surprise us, and we would have given you some notes. Perhaps on how to handle it differently.
Well, Tony, I thought I would finally go out on a limb on my own. I'm very sorry. I mean, that real leader I made, I'm sure would have had a bunch of really great ideas on it. So I'm sure it should have been right man. I mean, it's fucking ass. Would have made it hilarious, probably. I mean, it's so funny. But yeah, no, I mean, I should have asked for your expertise. I really should have, because I was just thinking it would be Dionysus. I'm gonna have some fucking fun out there, and that's the best I knew how to do, and here we are.
So I guess my only question is, why do you still look like that?
God, Tony, I started raving again. I want something. Literally, I think it's called candy flipping. It's 2CB and MDMA. I want some of that still. But yeah, no, Tony, I haven't been to sleep yet. I can't get the fucking thing off of my body. It's literally, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It sounds like a jet engine in my fucking apartment, and now I can't.
I'm so excited about this. You're going to be on the entire episode. One more time for William Montgomery. Here we go. And so it begins. And you know, we've been rotating regulars lately. We have so many greats that we've been using to open the show in our new rotating opening format. And William, obviously, you know how the show works, but there's 259 people that signed up tonight for the opportunity to get 60 seconds on the stage. You know, their time is up. You hear the sound of a kitten. And we're wrapping up the house. They bring out the Angry West Hollywood Bear. And that's what happens. But for your first comedian, the Bear is out of commission because this is a very special treat, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we have regulars, we have golden ticket winners, and then the history of the show, I'm in years, tens of thousands of bucket pulls in the history of the show. And the man that is starting tonight's show, truly, I mean, it is unbelievable. Only got pulled once before. He's only done stand-up comedy ever one other time. Meanwhile, he is one of the most requested comedians, one of the most requested legends in the history of the show.
He flew in for this. Ladies and gentlemen, his second time ever doing stand-up comedy. Starting tonight's show, I present to you the long-awaited return of Gary Falcon.
What's up, Austin? I'm William Montgomery right here. I've never wanted to suck off a Smurf more in my life. Alright, here we go. Let's see how this plays out. My name is Gary. That movie Oppenheimer about an engineer. Yep. You ever farted at the bar and I forget that you farted? You're like, it smells like semen. Look at Tony. What a weird looking muppet. He looks like if Jim Henson were asked to build a faggot. I want to go to a restaurant, crowded restaurant, and be like, oh my god, on my phone, my wife's having a boy. And then everyone's like, hey, they cheer. And I'm like, oh, shit, my phone broke up. She's having an abortion. I like being in a bar, and when a woman asks where the bathroom is, I point to my mouth. That's it for me. Thank you.
Gary, get over here. Join the show. Long-awaited return of Gary Falcon. There's the sound of the Falcon. That is Gary.
Come and go. All you need to know. Go and come. Right now, let's go.
Couldn't be more excited to have you back, Gary. William,
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, William.
anything you want to say?
Were you kidding about sucking off the Smurf thing? Was it a joke? I don't know. Was I?
I don't know. We'll maybe figure it out by the end of the
Yeah. Cool. I'll fucking play a fucking avatar. Or cosplay an avatar, sorry.
It's fun. I'm actually going as, honestly, I feel bad for a lot of you people. I was in over in France, but I'm actually the colloidal silver guy. I started and tried to make it as the singing. Now I'm going back to colloidal silver, so love it. Ladies and gentlemen, while we know Ramble, the first book of book, and I want to make a quick minute from a legend of the show and a golden ticket winner. This is a brand new minute from Drew Nickens, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. It's Drew.
Hanging out with women is great. But energy drinks are better. I mean, they keep me out of trouble. And you can't get a Red Bull right now. I mean, if I pick a line, can I make you a Cowboys quarterback? So I can make you choke when it matters? I have no getting. My mom says I have stepdad energy. You know, stepdad energy? Where you pay the phone bill, but you're not allowed in the group chat. Stepdad energy? Where you dress like you went to the mall massage chairs, but all your family spend your goddamn money. Stepdad energy? Where you raise a kid, they become one athlete, then their father comes out real life. I think I have more like special ego energy. Hold the pedophilia.
Fuck yeah. Drew Nickens.
Oh my god, it's Gary Falcon.
It is. It's Gary Falcon. You're very excited to see him.
Yeah, I like that hat.
Oh, yeah.
is great. I love it. Can't get a Red Bull pregnant. Have you tried?
No, my dick's too big.
Very good.
I can't get it in the hole.
We got it. We knew it, you meant. We knew what you meant. Absolutely amazing. William Montgomery, have you ever seen anything like
I
this?
could have used your pizzazz. I could have used your fucking enthusiasm Friday night in Paris. I mean, people are saying part of my problem was I wasn't being energetic enough, so I really could have used. I could learn a trick from your book. I mean, you were on it today. Are you serious that your dick you couldn't fit in a can? It's too big. Are you kidding? There's a small hole in the Red Bull can, and I'm not allowed around guys, so I can't like cut a hole in. Because maybe if I cut a hole in the floor, it's okay. I can fit it in.
Why are you allowed around knives? Okay, yeah, I forgot. It's you. That's right. Absolutely. How could I forget?
You didn't fit it into a Red Bull?
I love it. Drew, you are a wild, wild boy. Anything else crazy going on in your life?
I just did my first self-produced show yesterday.
Wow.
Wow, yeah. I did 20 minutes for the first time. It was great.
Wow, you did a 20-minute set.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What did you find that your challenges were?
My challenge is I like to go really high energy and I don't like to stop. So what I'm realizing is I have to take a break, reset, and go again.
What do you do? Just sit silent for 30 seconds?
No. Well, 5 seconds, take a sip of water, strategize. Maybe wake out a lady in the crowd, you never know.
Do you ever sleep?
She likes shorts.
I feel like you and sleeping is just like,
It's gotta be so intense. That's a compliment, by the way. Thank you.
these are some of the best evaluations of Drew that I've ever heard since he's joined the show. Gary, you are spot on, not only as a comedian, but as a guest. Blessings. Drew, thank you for getting the show started. There he goes. Hi, this podcast is sponsored by Game Time. Guys, believe me when I say my life is centered around live events, live comedy, live music, you name it. That's why I'm excited about Game Time. Game Time makes getting tickets for concerts and events faster and easier, even if you don't buy tickets right away. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to show start time with no last-minute deals. All-in prices based from your seat, the lowest price guarantee. Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying concert tickets.
And there are so many good live events coming up. Tony, we got the original Misfits, WWE Raw, and Kings of Leon. Buying tickets for these events are so easy with Game Time. My favorite features in the app are the last-minute tickets, flash deals, and zone deals. Plus, you get views from all the states in the video.
Incredible red band. Save up to 60% off buying last-minute tickets for sports, concerts, comedy, and theater. Game Time offers the lowest price guarantee, or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Not to mention your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. So take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code Tony for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code KILLTONY for $20 off. That's why. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. To the bucket we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is where shit gets wild. This is where we meet people all at once. This one got ran around from the bar across the street. He's now here. Make some noise for your first fucking call tonight. We're gonna meet them all together. This is the debut, I do believe, of Ethan and Kim. Everybody, Ethan and Kim. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Ethan. This is our first time to stand-up comedy in America. I just come from Texas. So big, people, cars. I come all the way from North Carolina, bro. I'm from the South, man. Grew up in Charlotte. Right? Yeah, no, I have that Southern pride. Yeah, not Korea, right? I live in New York now, but I moved from the South, and I think I'm the only person in New York who actually misses the South, right? Like, especially during election season, right? One thing I miss about the South those political ads, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? Right, in North Carolina, we had these political satire ads that didn't even try to hide the racism. Like, we had this one guy named Bill Graham who was running for governor, right? And in his ad, he talks about how China is polluting our rivers, right? China is turning our beautiful American waters into goddamn lethal soup. You mean wonton soup, bro? They're turning our rivers to wonton soup, right? Like, it's 2024, bro. If we're gonna be racist, let's at least be educated about it, right? Yeah, but no, I miss the South. I think especially during.
Go ahead, you go ahead. I want to hear more. You miss the South and what?
I miss the South during the election season. I feel like it was too dead in New York when Trump got shot, right? Like, people have bigger things to do, right? That's holy fuck, dude.
It's tough.
Holy shit, dude.
It's a tough industry.
That one in the north, dude.
Ethan Kim, ladies and gentlemen.
Noise.
Ethan Kim. That shit kills in New York, huh?
I wouldn't say kills. I would just say like slightly beats.
I love it. Ethan, how long have you been on stand-up?
I've been doing stand-up for about 6 months.
6 months. I love it. You're by far one of the funniest female comedians we've had on the show. You are a beautiful, beautiful girl. Your man is hard as a rock right now. As hard as a walk. W. I love it. So about 6 months. What made you? How old are you?
I'm 22.
Beautiful. That's amazing. You started at 22.
Started at 21.
Yeah, great. That's a great time to start. What made you want to do that?
I have like very supportive Asian parents.
Really?
I know. It's actually unbelievable, dude. I see all the other Asian comedians in New York talk about how their parents are like disowning them for doing this. Fuck. I know. I have really supportive parents, and they've always encouraged me to like pursue artistic stuff. So
Yeah. Amazing. I love it. That's great. 6 months in. Solid. Setups are a little long, a little unrelatable, but I mean, you're going to get there. 6 months here, right on pace. You're a good stage presence. You seem like a cool guy. You seem like you caught all the Pokemon that there were to catch.
every single one, dude. Every single one.
New York City's a booming city. You gotta catch them all. But you know what that always means? You're a little rubber ducky. Can you do an impression of a rubber ducky?
I don't know how to.
It's impossible. How do you? It was a trick question. You answered it perfectly correct. So you know a lot of Asian comedians in New York City?
There are a ton. I know the local ones. No one hears them.
That's a good point. Some of them we know, right? Some of them we know that come in. That's actually his middle name. So Ethan, how do you make a living? How do you pay your bills? Very supportive parent.
I actually have like a 9 to 5. I'm here for a work trip, and I quickly changed to come do this. So I love it. That's my dream. But yeah, I have a 9 to 5. But
What do you do for a 9 to 5?
I do sales. Yeah.
Okay, what are you selling?
I sell toothbrushes.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of
I
toothbrushes?
used to sell pads and tampons, but didn't have the expertise, so I moved to toothbrushes. Yeah.
Will you win toothbrushes? Well, I was just wondering when you were saying that, where you sell them in the bathroom of Indian Express or something.
I confuse them with chopsticks, bro.
Okay, I'm kidding. Yeah, thank you. I've been hearing people talk about toothbrushes. I was wondering if they were. Yeah, this is why I did this Saturday job.
What kind of toothbrushes are you selling? Are they normal toothbrushes?
Soy sauce flavor, I don't know.
No, come on.
I didn't know. I sell Oral-B. Yeah.
Oral-B?
Yeah.
With the electronic one?
Yeah, dude.
Tony likes Oral-B.
I do. I love Oral-B's. I really do. So, they're electronic. Are they different than the competitors? How do you sell them? Sell me on a toothbrush. Let's get a spotlight on them. You sell me your toothbrush.
It's a very nice toothbrush.
Yeah, it's okay. Even do it how you do it in real life. Sell me a real toothbrush.
If I like actually say real toothbrush, I'm actually pretty lame because I don't actually do like traditional sales. So I'm just like, I'm like account executive.
Alright, sell me a tampon. Sell me a
Okay, there you go. Okay, well I have to ask what ethnicity you identify as.
I identify as black.
Okay, well then I would recommend a pad because I think women over-index in using pads because people of color tend to.
Oh, hell no!
They have higher flowers.
Oh, you stereotyping me.
Okay, you're fired. What? It's my left.
I got a pad. I have a home. I have a place where I lay my head to rest. Why you tell me I need a bag? See, this is why my people don't even like your people. I will push you on a subway track.
What toss you was thumbs?
Ethan, you have a girlfriend?
I just broke up with my ex because she was just a sick person, just very sick.
Why is when she's sick?
Leukemia.
Very good. See, you got it for 22. You got a little, there's a little something in there.
Putting all the effort in, like she's just staying there. Pull the plug. Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay,
Okay,
I
tell
don't have a girlfriend.
But did you break up with a girl?
No, I had a girlfriend.
You've never had a girlfriend.
I have had a girlfriend, but not recently.
What are you doing?
One side was shaved cancer.
So, when's the last time you had a girlfriend?
I was like seeing this girl a couple months ago when I graduated. She has another year left of school, so.
Months ago. How long have you been in Texas?
I've been in Texas for 6 hours.
6
Yeah,
hours.
I'm literally here for work, and I landed and had meetings, and then just rushed over here. It's kill time.
So, how long are you in town for?
I'm in town till Friday.
Town till Friday.
I'm gonna give you 5 minutes on the Secret Show Thursday.
Whoa.
How much, man?
That's a wild success. You're 6 months in. Sign up again next time. Maybe it'll get bigger. There goes Ethan Kim to start the show, ladies and gentlemen. Ethan Kim. We have many famous Kims. Hans, Condon, and now Ethan has joined the fray. Your next bucket bowl, ladies and gentlemen, goes by the name of. Oh, I know what that noise means. That must be Heidi's here, everybody. Make some noise for Heidi, everyone. Look at her. Isn't she just fantastic? Your next bucket bowl goes by the name of Corinne Aaliyah. Everybody, here we go. Make some noise for Corinne, everybody.
Any of you guys here fans of pro wrestling? Make some noise. Yeah, it's not really fucking idiots. Telling you, me and my boyfriend have been doing this new move in bed recently called the Vinnie Mac. Yeah, it's where I sex traffic that ass and then shit all over his face. Thank you. It gets better. We have another one we've been doing called the Drizzy Drake. Yeah, that's the one where he fucks kids and acts black. Thank you. You guys like conspiracy theorists? Clap your hands. Alright, so you guys like pizza? Gate? The craziest thing about pedophiles is that they can't even win a race. Yeah, because they always gotta come in a little behind. People that think that pedophiles hurt kids the most have clearly never heard of a good old Sandy Hook.
I left my body hanging somewhere in the sands of time. I walk around and I see the outside of the moon. I feel there's nothing I can do. I want the world and see the dark side of the moon. I'm sure I'm feeling everything somewhere to be with you. I really don't mind what happens now and then, as long as you be my friend in the end. If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there to hold me my hand? Will keep you by my side in my future? My kryptonite.
Okay, Corinne. So a year and a half in Austin, 1 year doing stand-up. What made you wait 6 months before you started?
I started because of my boyfriend, honestly.
Your boyfriend's a stand-up comedian.
No, but he does a lot of comics.
Who's
And
this bitch?
he's the reason I first started. We went to shows together, and I was like, why not me? Yeah.
Do you work hard at this?
Yeah, I try to go every chance I have and work on my stuff.
When you say every chance you have, what does that mean?
So I have a full-time job as well. I'm a trainer. I'm a fitness trainer.
You're a fitness trainer?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there something you specialize in particular? Fitness?
Group fitness. It's my own business, so I run my own business and then try to make time for comedy too.
Okay, what's it called?
Raging Cajun Trainer.
Raging Cajun Trainer?
Yeah.
You're like high energy or something when you're there? Or is it like this? You're like, hey,
Anybody work out?
when you say Gary, is it how much are
This is Raging Cajun workout time, everybody.
Oh my goodness. Alright, everybody, let's get in this circle and do some jumping jacks. Alright, Brandon, Jesus. You're allowed one an episode. It's been 11 years.
Everybody ready to shit their fucking pants today or what?
Sitting you up. It's Gary Cajun. Alright, so here's what you do. First, you notice there's a hot wing in front of each and every one of you. You're gonna eat the hot wing, and then we're gonna do somersaults.
You are sexy, that's what you said to me.
Oh, it's an extra hot one. My goodness, we're really raging. And we're really Cajun in you. Gotta admit, no false advertising here.
You should probably just work in a Lululemon pants. Also, what can I have done differently during my performance on Friday in Paris? What do you think? Did you watch? Did you see what I did?
Did you see what he did in Paris?
Did you see?
No, I didn't watch it. I just watched everybody get angry all over the internet about it.
What'd you hear? People say
Lots of things. They're angry at you.
You're really raging. Oh, amazing. So, how does that go for you? You have fun training people?
Yeah.
You notice a change in them? What would you recommend Redman do? It's the color green right now.
it's called a ball.
It's not what the whole looks like.
This is wearing yellow shirts. So it's weird. Your mom likes me wearing red shirts. She's gonna wear four pursuit yellow. I mean, that's funny.
Amazing. Corinne Aaliyah, do you have any special skills or talents in stand-up comedy?
Yeah, I've been training Muay Thai for 8 years.
Oh, will you put the mic in the mic stand and show us a little bit of your Muay Thai? Can we get some Muay Thai music?
Oh,
Just
God.
shadow box a little bit. Pretend like someone's trying to steal your purse or something. But he's in front of you, he's that way. Oh, shit. Wow, good head movement. Great. Oh, my goodness, great. Okay, great. Great. Amazing.
I'll beat the shit out of you. You try anything with me, I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of you. this weekend, and I told her it's crazy. My mom's visiting me this weekend. I told her I would take her here to take her to our bar and get her. My mom's name is Mitzi. So yeah.
That's incredible. See, you're not Jewish.
No.
Mom's name is Mitzi.
Yeah.
She's not Jewish. Are you sure she's not Jewish?
Your hairdresser is.
Leo. Leo.
Yeah, she runs a barbershop called True's Jewish. Where's your mom at tonight?
She's staying at a hotel like down south.
Down south. Mexico.
Hey, it's a cheap room. I didn't know what to do. She's staying down south. It's a 4-hour drive. I realize every hour. I saved so much money.
Alright. How far south is it? Is she?
Probably like 15 minutes from her house.
Does she like to drink?
No, actually, she's sober. Hold on.
Well, I was gonna invite you to invite her to Mitzi's tonight, since her name's Mitzi.
Yeah.
Mitzi, the great Mitzi.
I wanted her to get a photo with the sign in the bar.
That would have been cool, but it's not gonna happen now. If we brought your mom into that bar after this show, there's no chance she'd be able to stay sober. It's known as one of the places that breaks people. They literally have to leave immediately. There are neons, there's smoke in the air, and the vibe is absolutely ridiculous. It is a sober person's hell. She wouldn't stand an absolute chance. How long has she been sober for?
A year and a half.
Yeah, she wouldn't survive. There's no chance.
Oh man, I took my mom to get a picture with this sign, and all of a sudden our lives are ruined.
But congratulations.
You're very fun. You have great charisma. So likable. Check out Raging Cajun.
There she goes. Corinne Aaliyah. Fun. We're having fun. This is good. Alright. Your next bucket full, ladies and gentlemen, goes by the name of J.T. Abbott. Here we go. J.T. Abbott.
Hell yeah. How are we doing tonight? Good, good. My girlfriend and I broke up recently. It's all good, you know, we didn't really see eye to eye all that much. She said tomato, I said cunt. What's up with rock climbers? Get down from there. You know? We already invented ladders. I feel like that war is over, you know? I started smoking Delta 8 recently. Dog shit weed. Dog shit, but I think it's dog shit because it's named after a dog shit airliner Delta, you know? Like, I feel like if they wanted to get you really high, they should have named it Malaysian Flight 370. Because then you just get so high, you get lost, you know? Alright, cool. Thank you so much. That's my time.
Very good. J.T. Abbott. My goodness. What a twist during that set.
Thank you.
The broke up girlfriend tomato cunt made me think that you were gonna suck. And then all of a sudden, no. What a surprise. It was like a misdirect. Because the get down from there was amazing. And you followed it up the momentum with the Delta.
Thank you.
Amazing. How long have you been on stand-up?
I'm on 3 years now.
Great. Where at? All of it here in Austin?
I grew up in Plano, Texas, so Dallas area.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm saying I can literally tell now. We've been here long enough to where I can tell when like comedians have kind of like been built around here in Dallas, Houston.
It's just a different kind of 3 years. You spent the last 3 years starting in New York or LA. It's kind of like 1 year here. I feel, what do I know? Everything. Anyway, but it's just, times evolving, and being a Texas comedian is a little bit different than everywhere else. So, are you based out of here now? I just moved here on Tuesday. Congratulations. Absolutely. What's your living situation like? I currently live on an exotic animal ranch. Yes, I'm glad I asked what your living situation is. Tell us more about this exotic animal ranch that you're living on. Currently, it's not cool because this is fucking cunt of a camel that walked in from behind my fucking car. Oh my god. It's cool. There's my sister owns an exotic animal ranch. It's amazing. And so I got to go down here and live on her property for free for a little bit. So shout out to her. Came to help out with like the stuff. He wants to know if you have to pick up shit. He sees Red Bandas in one trap. You see any calluses on his hands at all? Yeah, no, they don't trust me. I don't feel like with that type of shit. See, you didn't even notice that there's no calluses on his hands. It's the little things. Soft hands. And the camel's a cunt. Why do you call everybody a cunt? I use cunt a lot. So your parents still together? No. Do you mean when your dad's still alive? He is, yes, sir. You communicate with him? I do, yeah. What does he refer to your mother as sometimes? It's just a psychology moment of the show where I like to see so any words that he sometimes calls her, which might before or after the divorce. Let's go with after. After. Nothing that like points out to me. He's happily remarried, so he doesn't really bring her up too often. During the divorce, there were some choice words, definitely. I think cunt may have been one of them, for sure. You heard that at what age? They divorced when I was 15, so very, very, very Indian. That's a very cunty age. Yeah, it really is. What do you do for work? I am jobless at the moment. Did you save some money in that? I did. Yesterday I put money in my savings. So jobless. What do you plan on surviving? I'm currently living for free on my sister's property, like I said, and then I don't know, just gonna see how the world takes me for a little bit. And then what kind of animals are on this exotic animal ranch? I might be interested in attending. I love cunty camels. We have I already got one for you. And you have camel toe. I do have the toe of a camel between my legs. A lot of people often love cunt. It's a real Asian Cajun down here. Look at how that's is that a barbecue wing in my pants? I don't know. Oh, sure. What kind of animals are there? So we have the camel that is I'm talking about. So we have two camels. They have two camels. I shouldn't say they have two camels. They have lemurs, zebra, kangaroos, African tortoises that are fucking huge. So back where the African tortoise is faster than the Has anyone ever noticed your wallet is missing, and then you go to the tortoise area? They're huge, dude. They do fuck often. Do they really? They do, yeah. They make really weird noises when they heard the noises. Turtles make and it's louder. Sounds like a good subject for another podcast. That's amazing. I mean, maybe Red Man has a point. Is there any noises that African tortoises make when they're I think I know. Oh man, I came inside of you. Alright, see you later now. Alright, that's no one wants to hear that tortoise noises. Stop, Red Man. Stop playing tortoise noises. It's so good. Can you do an impression of the noises
glasses that they make. Life insurance sells you right. Yeah, it's more like a. Very, very good. Amazing. Funny enough, that is actually what my dad used to call my mom. Was right. Full circle. Amazing. Absolutely. It's still it's really the face they make is what's hanging out. That's crazy. It's crazy. Those are the white tortoises. Those are the. Oh yeah. Okay. So what else? African tortoises, lemurs, zebra, the famous, both black and white. Just one zebra that fucked a donkey. So zebra fucked a donkey. So that's all red man's made. Hold on a second. So now they have an animal called a sedonk. Are you serious? What the fuck is that? Sounds unbelievable. This is absolutely incredible. A sedonk. What does it look like? Does it look more like a donkey or a zebra? It's like a donkey, and then it has like one black stripe that kind of goes down the side. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, huge cows. Look at that. They are adorable. Like long stockings on his leg. Yeah, he looks like a zebra all the way up to the chest, and then it looks like a fucking donkey. Look at that. It's absolutely incredible. Old zebra pants. Alright, what's the most interesting thing about your life before I let you go, JT? I think the exciting orange club. Yeah, takes the cake right now. Try coming to Austin, Texas. JT, feel free to come back again, sign up again. Please, we'll see you soon. JT Abbott, ladies and gentlemen, leave it with a big joke bug. Hello there. This podcast is sponsored by ZipRecruiter. You know, finding great candidates to hire can be like finding a needle in a haystack. It is impossible. There's too many resumes and not enough candidates with the right skills or experience. But not with ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter finds amazing candidates for you fast. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/BillTony. Right, man?
Tony, I love ZipRecruiter. It's the best way to hire. ZipRecruiter's smart technology identifies top talent for you and your roles quickly. Immediately after you post your job, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology starts showing you qualified people for it.
So ditch the other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter find what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack. 4 to 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it for free. This exclusive web address is ZipRecruiter.com/BillTony. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/BillTony. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got a little African tortoise of our own around here. He's one of the top young rising comedians in the world. Fresh up always sold out shows around the world. Very, very, very hard position he's in. Writing and performing a new minute every week. Here's a brand new minute for the great Cam Patterson, everybody.
When I go to places, like more like guided tours to, find out where I'm at. But I go on about guided tours. When I go on a guided tour, I respect the tour. It was the tour guide respect the tour. Like when I was in Green Bay, the tour guide respect the tour. Utmost respect. He loved the Green Bay Packers. I feel like I was on the team. I was in Green Bay. I told my big one, I'm like, fuck the tour. Hell yeah, we're on the same boat. Let's ride. I respected the tour, bro. Utmost respect. I went to Louisville this weekend. I went to Louisville, Shotguns Museum, and Factory. And the tour guide was like, nigga, these the banks. Museum, these the banks. Do what you want. So, I gave 2 fucks about that whole tour at all, right? So, I had one point during the tour, and they had like this extra touch. And I see some cover backs in the distance. So I said, I went to the cover backs. I started stringing the bag, going crazy with the bags and shit. Like, just on my shoe. And then, at one point, the tour caught up with me, right? And they were like, hey, now these backs over here are the untouchable backs. They were selling MLB players. And I'm like, oh shit. Somebody tell me you're a judge. I'm sorry, right? And how fucking that man up. Now the funniest part about the tour was on the tour was a bunch of like high schoolers and shit. That love baseball. They want to go to NW. They go up, they go. And I believe the dream. I want you to catch myself. I told myself, oh, you catch my young. Oh, y'all. Oh, 9 of y'all. Oh, most of y'all make 10 of me. Then I walked away. Then I remember, wait a minute. Maybe you niggas Dominican. And they were like, no, y'all fucked, brother. Y'all not gonna make it. I'm sorry. Y'all not gonna do it, gang. Y'all gonna be accountants or something like that. That's it.
Amazing. 1 minute and 49 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Good new material from Cam Patterson.
Let's check it out. Figure it out.
Absolutely.
That's fun.
Absolutely. You did it again. Went to the Louisville Schlager Factory.
The little bit struggle.
I love it. That's a good trademark. Make a business in this agent.
It's like what they say, struggle. Is that what they say?
Some spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Oh, you call that spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
You don't call it spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
Oh, you're kind of saying spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, I hear it now.
Spaghetti, right, ain't it? Oh, God, nice dress on.
Yeah, they get it. Absolutely.
Yeah, spaghetti.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So Louisville. So that's where you were?
Yeah, pretty cool. Decent.
Yeah.
I ain't had no really bad time. The shit looked terrible, but other than that, it was fun. You know what I'm saying? The city looked horrible. The city looked horrible. They had a basketball arena there, and then for the Louisville, for the college.
Yeah, the
You
best.
know the name of the basketball arena? It's KFC Young Center.
No way.
I swear to God.
Did you eat it?
No, that's true. I swear to God. Look it up right now. The name of the basketball center is KFC Young Center. That's what they put all the niggas in the basketball team. The KFC Young Center. That's fucking crazy. What we gonna need a basketball team? This nigga been cooler than water been in the arena. Fucking stupid, dog.
It is really the KFC Yum Center, and it's yum with an exclamation point. Sir, you keep pumping your fist about this. What is the reason behind you loving the Are you from there? Used to deliver beer to the KFC Yum Center.
Any niggas are all many niggas in the KFC Young Center. All them niggas in the KFC Young Center. Fucking dose.
Oh my god. What a crazy name of an arena. Did you experience any racism there?
Nah, it seemed like a pretty regular place. It seemed, obviously it's Kentucky. There was racism, but that wasn't racist to me. Like, not to my face. They probably was saying it when I got off there. That nigga pretty funny, you know what I'm saying? But not to me, you know what I'm saying?
Amazing. Amazing. Dad was there.
Yeah, Dad came. Mama came too.
Oh, nice.
Mama came in. It was a great time. It was fun for the whole family. They hated each other the whole time. For the
I love it.
It was a good little
Mom
experience.
and dad are together.
They hated. My mama hates it. She hates some of the homework.
Yep.
She hated that nigga.
Yeah.
My dad was stalking my mom the whole trip. Swear to God, we went out, we went to go get breakfast early in the morning, then we didn't tell my dad, and we leave in the hotel, he go, where y'all going? And he comes in the lobby for no reason. What y'all trying to eat without me? I want to come eat breakfast too. He was just there, but you want that breakfast. He didn't want to stalk my mama.
He's still trying to get some from her.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't know.
I think so. Are your mom and dad banging anybody do you know?
I hope not. My dad married. I hope my mama don't fuck nobody forever.
Have you ever asked her if she does anything with anybody?
I would never ever ask that crazy question. I will tell you. That's fucking insane. Mama, you fucking right now, mama. You fucking anybody right now, mother?
It's not about who, but I mean, anyway, if you're fucking anybody's a good question.
I'm scared, man. I tell you this, my mama did a really good job growing up. She never brought nobody around me. I know other guys and stuff, but it was one guy she always brought around. And when I got older, I realized it was two different guys. They just look the same.
Yeah, that's how we all feel about you people. And I've been us all the time.
Can I tell you something, Tony? He was white.
You are the fucking man. Another unbelievable set, another unbelievable interview. I was so close to asking you to pull out your phone and ask your mom if she's fucking anybody, but I'll let you off the hook. We'll save that for another day. Cam Patterson, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the bucket we go. Ladies and gentlemen, your next comedian goes by the name of Jordan Brady. Here we go, 60 seconds uninterrupted for Jordan Brady. Here he is.
Are any bisexuals in the house? Yeah, you guys are always like, ladies and gentlemen. They're selfish. Sex is very complicated, you know? What's that, a Catholic church joke? Okay. Yeah, it was a quick question. You think Quasimodo's safe word is sanctuary? I have a hunch that it might be. My ex-girlfriend's safe word was Quasimodo. At least I think it was, I don't know, rings a bell. My buddy's throwing a big pineapple in his backyard. He showed it to me without prompt. He was like, hey man, did you hear? Apparently, pineapple makes your cum taste good. I was like, oh yeah, or is that just big pineapple in cahoots with big cum? I said, of course I know all about that, man. He goes, for real, girls tell you that? I said, what girls? All right, that's my time, guys. Thank you very much.
I'll tell you, man, I've been paying a lot of attention to everything today. It's a tough job I have. A lot of people, they don't know the thankless job that I have here, but I have to pay attention to many things at once. And sometimes it's hard because I'm like, oh, we're getting the next people ready, this and that. There's so many different variables going on all at once. But I will tell you, one of the things that I noticed is that both Gary Falcon and Willie Montgomery laughed through your entire set. Yeah, the bad news is that without a doubt, they were laughing at how unbelievably stupid all of your jokes were. Shockingly dumb jokes. Yeah, no, it's your brand, it seems.
I thought it was great. It was almost like a dark guy in the Holocaust.
It's incredible, Willie. How many of some
Yeah, I thought you were great. I loved just the very beginning. What was it? It was something about bisexuals, and you said ladies and gentlemen. I think that really immediately got me because I was thinking to myself, what is that? What does that mean? But in the midst of it, because you're
there were so many places you could have gone with that setup. It was incredible. When you said gentlemen, we were all like, what the fuck? You could have said ladies and anybody. You could have said anybody, anybody and anybody. You could have done anything. Instead, you just said what everybody says. Bisexual, yeah.
my favorite thing is like you look like the bad guy from every 80s movie.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna take over the ski resort. People are fucking fired. It's my summer, man. It's my summer.
It is incredible. You look like you've had some ups and definitely downs.
Definitely.
Are you stricken with anything at all? Is this just normal? Has God hit you with anything? Doctors diagnosed anything?
I'm just a very tired stoner.
Okay, why are you so tired? What do you do in an average day?
I like home with my dad and 2 kids.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
My God, that is crazy.
I know. From that part, I'm sorry, guys.
Wow, that is incredible.
So there's more of you? Yeah, unfortunately. Slightly better versions. Yeah.
So it's crazy to think that there's 2 Zadonkeys out there running around somewhere. Little Zadonkeys. We're getting little Zadonky in here.
musician.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been on the show before. Actually, I played a drum solo.
Play drums. And you're a good drummer?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
John D says you lost. I mean, I know I lost, obviously. He's here, and I barely know him at all. Where he would have been the full-time drummer if he won. Did you come close, do you think,
I
Jordan?
think I came pretty close. I don't know.
Do you really think you came close?
I think I came pretty
Have you been
close.
thinking about it ever since then?
I try not to, you know. I say pretty easy. It wasn't my best solo of my life, but yeah.
Have you been practicing for a better solo?
I just practice all the time, every day.
Wow, that's incredible. Michael practices it all the time, every day. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we have a Mexican drum off in here? Michael, you've been called out for a rematch. How do you feel about this? You good? Let's go, he says. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Mexican drum off.
Sorry, Michael.
This is the first time we've ever had a rematch, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is interesting. I guess the rules kind of stay the same, I guess. Doesn't really seem fair for a rematch. Michael won the first one.
For handsome Frankenstein.
He is handsome Frankenstein, without a doubt. Look at that. A face only not even a mother can love. It's incredible. Since this is a rematch and the real one, I guess there should be a special stipulation. I've had a little time to think about it. So maybe if you win, you get to be the drummer one other time at some point. That would be great for you. Not for us, probably. But then again, we can make fun of your wacky face the whole time. I mean, it is incredible. There's so much we haven't touched. It's amazing. Your eyes are close together.
Johnny Carson's eyes.
Yeah.
Robert Downey's
Alright, you guys know how it works. Drum solo, and then Michael does a drum solo, the audience votes. Ladies and gentlemen, our first ever rematch of a Mexican drum off. This is Jordan Reed, ladies and gentlemen. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael himself.
How many of you have Jordan Brady winning the Mexican trip? Michael Gonzalez winning. Phenomenal. Absolutely. Don't come after me right now. You had a nice old fucking night, dumbass. Shut the fuck up. Nice old fucking night. So you want to fucking dress like this, dumbass? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You had a nice old fucking night, dumbass. Shut up. The winner of the Mexican drum-off, Michael Gonzalez, the winner. Jordan, that mic stand back up there. Tell us, was there anything that you thought about since the last time you were on this show that you could have talked about the interview portion that you did? Has it come up yet tonight? Something random. A guy died in my yard and I was leaning outside the window. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. Gary Falcon. Gary Falcon. You hear that sound? That means the Falcon has arrived. Jordan, how did he die? How did he die in your yard tonight? He's really mad. His daughter engaged her boyfriend in years, so he just took a bunch of drugs and kind of died in some walk in the neighborhood. Was the guy that the daughter...
Look at this pic, West Side.
Goodness gracious. He's a certain type of person.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest, Tony. After all these years, never thought about it. So very likely. It was East Houston after all. So
Wow. When you saw that happen in your yard, is that what made your eyes permanently sad?
that's right. I never got over it.
Did you get a joke book last time you were on?
I did. I got a big joke book last time.
Well, perfect. Everything is right on pace. Sign up again. There he goes, Jordan Brady. It was a fun episode tonight. We're having...
Guys, here's something pretty crazy to think about. At one point, only white people said the N-word. Really did a 180 on that one. The old switcheroo, as I like to call it. Do you guys think it was like a slow transition? Like a hard, fast stop and a switch? I like to think it was Abraham Lincoln's decision. So I like to think, he signs the Emancipation Proclamation, walks into a room full of his boys. He's like, guys, I got good news and I got bad news. He's like, good news is we did it. We abolished slavery. Bad news, we can't say the N-word anymore. Kind of had to use that one as like a peace offering, all his boys were pissed at him.
No, but this
Why the fuck would you read that, Nathan? That's like our favorite fucking word. And he was like, guys, relax. What are they gonna do? Make it cool?
Seconds. That's right before the bear comes knocking. Absolutely incredible. And now that you're up here, the name that wasn't familiar, but your face is. You've been on the show before. Absolutely. Remember a guy that looks like Tim Allen's grandfather. It's incredible. You have a grown-ass man's face.
Yeah, with a boy's body.
You look like the only guy who went
Take out your predator.
Gary Falcon. Gary Falcon. Crowd is absolutely wild as Gary thrives again. It is amazing. So how do you explain your face? Did you perhaps work in the oil industry for a very long time?
Just alcoholism, I think, is the only explanation for it. You look like Magnum J.Y.
It is. You do. You look like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, last time you said Daniel Day Dinklage, because I'm short, but you keep saying Daniel Day
I said like Daniel Day-Lewis. Oh, it's so funny. I love it when people remind me of the unbelievably hilarious stuff that I do. It's absolutely incredible. What's your ethnicity? Are you Daniel Day Jewish?
Irish. My mom is from Ireland. I'm like actually Irish.
Wow.
I just spelled my own name wrong on the list when I signed up to Irish. I spelled Eoghan, but it's pronounced Owen. It's Gaelic, yeah. Emphasis on the gay. I feel like he's gonna say that. I want to know this.
But show 'em, motherfuckers.
Right at the end of Philadelphia.
I'm accused of being a Gaelic all the time. Absolutely incredible. What do you do for work?
I'm an engineer.
Okay. How about you have any kids? You're a bastard in a basket. A bastard in a basket. You are a bastard in a basket. What kind of engineer are you?
Mechanical degree, but I work as an industrial engineer right now, which is just like process improvement on a manufacturing floor. It's pretty boring.
Easy stuff for a guy like you. It seems.
Yeah, no big deal. Really.
Keeping that front pocket, is that a pile of air? It's incredible that it descends.
These guys are gonna be super fucking famous.
They made you throw your sins away.
I mean, no, but I can't bring anything on pockets yet. Around the show.
You guys really made them empty their pockets entirely. I think that's a great idea. That's brilliant. Absolutely. I actually love this idea. I love that we make people empty their fucking pockets. Fuck them. Anything can be used as a weapon. And you know what? Good stuff. What else did you have in your pockets that you're missing dearly right now?
Phone, wallet, notebook, pen, normal stuff.
Absolutely. Okay. Do you have any special skills or talents?
I can do it. Cricket noise pretty good.
Get the fuck out of here. How many you want to hear me make a cricket noise?
Let's fucking go. Skill Tony. If I fuck this up, I'm gonna feel such a dumbass, but
Wow. That is absolutely incredible. Even Redman is agreeing, and no one cares for crickets more than him. Is our senior cricket correspondent. I call him Daniel J. Cricket. I'm telling you how many dickens do fucking checks. I hear them coming out of my ass every night and coming into my ass. Alright. Okay, enough with the crickets. That's an amazing talent. How did you come up with that?
I honestly don't know. I just feel like I've been able to do it for as long as I can.
Really?
Like I just one day did it in like middle school. I honestly don't know. In the woods. Yes, I did. Yeah, in the middle of the woods of Massachusetts. Like,
The old Massachusetts. Absolutely amazing. Any other special skills or talents? You start with the cricket.
nothing else. Okay.
Alright, what's your love life like? You seem like the kind of guy that would never stop eating ass. Given the opportunity, it seems like they would have to stop eating rather than you move on to the next level.
Yeah, It's not great. I mean, all I do is work in the comedy studio a lot of time. I recently went on like 2 dates with a girl that was cool. Hey, if you're watching, I'm saying that you don't want to go on a third date.
Oh my god, that is incredible. How long ago was the last date?
Like a month, maybe.
A month?
Something like
You
that.
have her number? You want to give her a call right now?
Oh, no.
Listen to this. How do you not want to give her a call?
She's not good. She does.
I think you might be surprised. Here, have me call her. You hit send, put it on speaker, give me the phone.
And Saudi, you can get calls with them now.
Stop. Silence. She's not going to remember me as soon as there's voicemail.
Hi, Ava. I know this is going to sound crazy. This is Tony Hinchcliffe, the host of the #1 live podcast in the world, Kill Tony. And you're not going to believe it. Shut up, guys. So, you're here on a show. No big deal. I know it sounds crazy, but it's not. Everything's okay. Nothing I say is allowed to be sued, or Joe Rogan Enterprises, or any of the production companies associated with the show.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm here with Owen. You remember Owen? Let me just tell you. So, do you know this show at all? Do you know anything about Kill Tony? It's okay. It's okay. That's fine. So he's in an interview portion of the show where I find out a little bit more about him. And I was asking him about his love life, and he said that he's just been on a couple dates with a girl that he really likes, but that it seems like she doesn't want to go on a date with him again. But let me tell you something. This guy just killed on stage. It's a sold-out show. Jesus Christ, everybody. As you can hear, it is a crazy sold-out show. And so, millions of people that are going to see this, your anonymity is completely protected. We just know you by your first name. Everything is fine. My question is, just for the sake of goodness gracious morality in the future of the universe, is there a chance I can convince you to go on at least one more date with good old Owen Gallivan here? Ava, you're an absolute legend, and I'm going to donate. I'm going to donate $200 to this event so that you guys can have a good time. Even though actually he's an engineer, I'm not going to donate any.
You know what? Oh, I would love to have you on the Secret Show Thursday. Maybe you can take me on.
Thank you, Ava. You're a legend. You are the guest. You are the guy that you actually want to hang out with. Need to come to Kill Tony for one show. I'm going to put you on my guest list in the future. Thank you, Ava. Are we good? Awesome, Ava. Go Google Kill Tony. You're going to love it. Have a great night. Thank you.
Same you with Bolt. I very fucked
There you
with
go.
him.
You didn't think it was possible. Just takes a little
What's that?
pizzazz. Yeah. Someone's going on a Daniel Day-Lewis.
Singing all over the place.
Congratulations. Well, look at him. He's blushing.
I am.
Totally
That made me way more nervous than a joke.
I bet. You had a great set, great interview. You already have a big joke book?
I know.
You only have small joke book?
I got one small one.
Well, guess what, my friend? It only keeps getting better. There he goes. Owen Gallivan, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special treat for you. So keep that energy up as I bring to you one of the great golden ticket winners of our history. You know,
with Kill Tony, you know, from America's Got Talent. He quit his day job today. He just got stem cell injections for the first time in his life a couple weeks ago. This is the return of Aaron Belial. One more time for Aaron Belial.
Hi guys, I'm dressed as Justin Trudeau. Last time on Kill Tony, I was offered stem cells from a company called Ways to Well. As you can see, it's going fucking great. I used to look like this scrawny little pretzel boy. Now I'm perfect. And I can dunk. I'm looking forward to jerking off with my left hand for a change. I've wanted to be able to say something for a long time, and now I can. No, I'm not the father. My thing is, being black and disabled are oddly similar. We only just lost one disability and gained another. I used to be an inspiration. Now I only inspire the police. People used to yell at me asking to pet my dog. Now they yell, "What up, dog?"
Wow, an amazing pose.
Fooled ya. I still run slow as fuck.
Fuck yeah. Aaron, is that the end of your set? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Alright, Aaron Belial. That was hilarious. That was great. Yeah, the stem cells take up to 60 days to start taking an effect of any kind. Yeah. Oh shit.
Tony thinks stem cell injections is like I haven't actually gotten to the point yet. I had to reschedule.
Oh, look at you. Rescheduling on God's work. Amazing.
Tony thinks stem cell injections is when a guy comes in his ass.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
My man is the only guy I know who thinks I can't believe it's not virus stem cells.
Jesus Christ, this fucking guy's roasting us. Can you believe that? All we do is help him. All we've ever done has been nice. We give you every opportunity. We go up in arenas and shit, and then here you come. I guess my ass is filled with cum. Okay, I just know it's a lot, but amazing. Oh, you're laughing? Oh, you have the ability to use your voice box to laugh all of a sudden? It's freaking.
I call it like I see it.
Alright, well. Amazing. I love it. What else is going on here?
I was sitting at my desk with my regular paychecks and free healthcare thinking, how can I make my life worse? The closest thing I was sitting at my desk looking at my paychecks on Friday.
Yeah, that's right. You make fun of me, I fuck with your Bluetooth.
My job is
I have that kind of power here. Are you getting a phone call right now? What's happening? Oh, I don't think I warned Gary. This is Aaron Belial. He has cerebral palsy that affected his voice box, so he can't speak. This is Gary Falcon.
Are you Stephen Cooking?
So,
How are you? Tony over there. Yeah, he looks like the center square of the ants world.
Here, what else is going on?
Texas is a hard lifestyle. I can't shoot a gun. I can't paddleboard. All this fucking brisket is making my ass bleed. What the fuck do you fucking people have against fucking broccoli? What the fuck do you fucking people have against fucking broccoli?
What is going on tonight with you? Got a wild thumb over there.
And why is it so goddamn hot? It's 110 degrees, and I can barely walk without everything below the waist glued together.
That's true. That's true.
I think pants ought to be illegal instead of fucking abortions.
That's absolutely true. I agree with everything that you're saying. I know you're giving yourself one thumb down, but I'm giving it 2 thumbs up.
I was walking up 6th Street the other day, and my laces came undone, and I can't tie. So I asked the security guard to help me with it, and he said, his words, not mine. Sorry, I'm not a faggot.
Wow. I would have tied it for you. And then sucked your fucking cock. Okay, shut up. We're friends. I wouldn't say it's cock. Fucking yes. Alright. What else there?
Yes, you would.
Yes, you would. You don't get to decide when it sounds like a question, dude. What? Oh, that's you. Oh, very good. That's you. Red man. Jesus.
Dealing basis to normal people like normal people are to disabled people. You are impressed to see people pole vaulting. I'm impressed to see the fat people at Walmart reach the top shelf.
It is for the Walmart Olympics. Aaron, we love you. Anything else? Shit. It's gonna hit all the buttons at once. This is like when they do a fireworks thing and they accidentally light all the fireworks. You know what I mean? What the fuck do you have against fucking broccoli? What the fuck do you have about broccoli? What the fuck do you have against broccoli? Anything else in this life?
I just announced a huge tour for the rest of 2024. I'm doing some dates with Martin Phillips and Heath Cordes too. Check it out. Youcomedian.com.
I love it. Comedian.com. Aaron Belial, Martin Phillips, and Heath Cordes joining forces, which is incredible because together they're one. Yeah, go to the bathroom, come back. Yeah, then you're gonna come back. Yeah, go potty. Yeah, it's okay. It might be. Hey, what's the number 3?
Splatter Boys.
Spider Boys?
Splatter Boys. Yeah. Have to go to nobody.
Okay. You want us to
Pray for me.
Yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely for me and my body. There's 3 stairwells.
yeah. So we're gonna have someone take you directly to the VIP restaurant.
Directly.
Yeah,
Directly.
yes. We're gonna have someone take you right there. Gary Falcon.